There is a lot of different types of characters in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Some good, some evil, and a lot in between. But which characters in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door are the biggest YNs? Which one of them crashes out the most? Which one of them is most likely to Swiss cheese yo out and slime yo out? Which one of these characters is never making it out of O-Block? These are the important questions that will be answered today with this YN tier list. Alright, I'm just gonna explain the tiers to you real quick. First off, we got Cutie Patootie. Alright? Absolutely no threat at all. They think everything is sunshine and rainbows. They're stuck in Peaches and Creamville. Everything is all happy-go-lucky with them. They are a Cutie Patootie. There is literally no threat. Like, if you make this guy mad, they won't slime you out. You have nothing to worry about. You can push them around as much as you want, and they don't care. They'll always have a smile on your face. They'll always turn the other cheek because they are a Cutie Patootie. Next tier, we got Not a Threat to O-Block. Pretty self-explanatory. You know, they aren't exactly the same level of timidness as a Cutie Patootie. At the end of the day, they won't slime you. They probably won't crash out on you. All talk. These are the characters who talk all tough. They talk like they're the biggest YNs. They talk like they're Vaughn himself. They talk like they will slime you out if you even look at them the wrong way. But in reality, they're all talk. When it actually comes down to it, they are Cutie Patooties. Okay? They are not tough. No aura. Alright? Crashes out every now and then. This character has their moments of being a YN. Alright? You know, usually they're pretty chill. You know, nice enough. But when they crash out and they have their moments of deviousness and YNness. Okay? They have their moments where Vaughn is reflected within them. You wouldn't exactly call them a crash out or a YN, but they definitely have their moments. You can't just push this character around and not expect any sort of crash out at all. Next up, we got A Little Devious. This is the beginning of YNness. Alright? A Little Devious, they might like snatch your chain. You know, they aren't gonna slime you, but they will pull some tricks on you. They will have some plans up their sleeve. They will call your mama a hoe, alright? They're a little devious. They are on the brink of YN, alright? They aren't exactly a, you know, YN crash out who will, you know, pull out the switch, slime you out at any minor inconvenience. But they are a tough out, you know? They are a tricky customer, and you do not want to make them crash out. Next up, we got Major Crash Out / will slime you out. Pretty self-explanatory. Major YN. You don't want to make them mad. They will pull out the switch. They will slime you. They will bag dump you. Major YN. Now, Vaughn level YN, this is an Avengers level threat. The biggest YN of them all. Will slime you if you even look at them the wrong way. These are the Marauders, okay? These are the guys that really have aura, okay? These are the guys that you cannot just walk all over, okay? They will slime you out. They own the streets. They know how to impose their will, and they will. Alright? Now, enough of my yapping. Let's get on to this tier list. Alright? First off, we're gonna go with Gus. I think he fits pretty safely into the all-talk tier. Alright? At the beginning of this game, when you are weak, you know, your hammer still only does 2 damage. This guy's acting all tough. Oh, you know, you need to pass a toll to go through here, man. Oh, yeah. You want to fight me? And you know, when you first fight him in the beginning of the game, he's really tough. You know, he's impossible to beat. But if you come back in, like, Chapter 3, he's really easy to dispose of. The second you beat him, he goes around crying. He holds a grudge. Overall, this guy's all talk. He acts like he's the king of the block, but in reality, he's just a big cutie patootie. You know, he thinks everything is all sunshine and rainbows. This guy, perfect example of all talk. Okay? Next up, we got Cortez. Bro, Cortez is a YN, dude. Cortez is a YN. Cortez is also kind of a chill dude, I will say. You know, But we're talking about Cortez. We are talking about Cortez that you fight. You know, in Chapter 5. We're not talking about after when, you know, he's chill and he gives you a ride to Rogueport or whatever. No. We are talking about the Cortez who is guarding his treasure. Okay? He has something to protect. He is not gonna let anyone touch that treasure. And he guards that treasure with his life. Okay? The second anyone puts that treasure in danger or tries to take it for themselves, this guy will fucking crash out. Okay? He will slime you out. No hesitation. And he is a tough out. He is a very hard boss battle to beat. You know, it actually took me a couple tries to beat him myself. A ridiculous amount of health. Ridiculous amount of attack power.
Lucas.
This guy guards his treasure with his life, and he will absolutely slime you out if you try to take his treasure. This guy pretty much owns the entire island. I don't know what the name of the island is. I honestly kind of forgot something key, but he owns that entire island, okay? He is the king of the block on that island. Well, you know, if you get on his good side, he is a pretty chill dude. I would say he goes from major crash out to crashes out every now and then after you defeat him. But we're talking about Prime Cortez here. This guy is a menace, okay? You do not want to mess with him. If you are not Mario and don't have plot armor, he absolutely will slime out. Alright? Next up, I gotta put Goombella in the cutie patootie tier, man. Goombella is not scary at all. She never imposes her will. No aura. I mean, like, Goombella, not a threat in combat at all. Her head bonk does like 2 damage. You know, no one is scared of Goombella. You know, you can push her around as much as you want. And the only thing you have to be scared of is Mario sliming your ass out with his big hammer. But besides that, Goombella herself, not a threat at all. Cutie patootie, stuck in Peaches and Creamville. She thinks everything is all sunshine and rainbows. I mean, she's literally like 1.5 feet tall. Could just stomp on her. Absolutely no threat at all. Like I said, on Sunshine and Rainbows, everything is lollipops and shit. Absolutely not a YN whatsoever. Okay? Next up, we got Madame Flurry. Madame Flurry is not a threat to O-Block, man. Okay? Well, I wouldn't really want to make her mad because she's got a body slam. She can just crush you under her weight. She's like 400 pounds. I still would not classify her as a threat to O-Block, okay? She doesn't have that YN in her. You know, she doesn't have that dog in her. She doesn't have that ego. She doesn't have that mentality of, I'm gonna get whatever I want and I'll slime you out if it means that that's what I need to do to get it, okay? She does not have the mentality of a Cortez, of, I will slime you out if I need to, okay? She does not have that kind of mentality. She's the type that likes to try to make peace. Violence is the last resort. Madame Flurry, not really a YN, you know. She is tough. I will say she is a tough out. She's got a good chin. Hey, it's very hard to put her down. She also probably got like a 300-pound weight advantage on you. Okay, once you get that out of the way. But overall, it's just her mentality that holds her back from being higher up on the YN tier list. I think she fits safely into the not a threat to O-Block category. You know, like I said, violence is her last resort. She's the peacemaker. You know, she's kind of like the gentle giant of the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door world. You know what I mean? She looks intimidating, but at the end of the day, she will not really crash out on you. She won't really slam you unless she absolutely has to. So that is why I am putting her in the not a threat to O-Block tier. Next up, we got Paper Mario Bowser. This guy's all talk, man, and I don't want to hear that, oh, what are you saying, man? Putting Bowser in the all talk tier, man. He's like literally the king of the Koopas, dude. No, I don't want to hear it. This guy is always one step behind Mario. He's a salty Walty, okay? He's always crying about not having the Crystal Stars. This guy is all talk, and when you actually meet him in the Glitz Pit, he's fairly easy to beat. This guy acts like he's tough. Everyone's scared of him. When is he Bowser? Oh, Bowser, run! Oh, the evil king of the Koopas himself. Don't let it fool you. Don't let the mystique fool you. This guy is all talk. Unbelievably overrated YN. Next, let's get on to Dupless. This guy's a devious little motherfucker, okay? He glazes you the entire game. Okay, first, let's get on to that. This guy glazes you from Chapter 4 up until Chapter 8. Like, he is constantly on your ass, okay? He is dedicated. He is preying on your downfall. He is dedicated to take your ass down, okay? This guy, bro, this guy's a crash out. I wouldn't exactly put him in major crash out, because, you know, he does have his moments of being kind of a pussy, kind of lets it beld him, you know, push him around a little bit. But at the end of the day, this guy is a tough out, and dude, he is a crash out. He's devious. He's got crazy tricks up his sleeve. I mean, really, that's kind of his whole thing. He literally steals your body at one point in the game, convinces all your partners that he is you. This guy is the epitome of just a crafty, devious YN. This guy's got crazy tricks up his sleeve. If you get on his bad side, he's pulling some elaborate scheme. You know, he's not the type of guy to, like, jump you and take your chain. He's the type of guy to, like, steal your mom's body and, like, ask to borrow your chain. You know, he's the type of guy to pull some devious shit like that, trick you. So I say he fits perfectly into the a little devious category. Next up, we have Gubba. I just kind of forgot what this guy is. This guy is an absolute fucking menace, okay? This guy's a menace to fucking society. I feel safe putting him in the Vaughn level YN tier, okay? This guy, he puts up this nice guy front the entire game, but he is genuinely pure evil. Like, if we didn't defeat him, which, first of all, he's a very tough out, very hard boss battle, very tricky customer. If Mario didn't have plot armor, he'd probably slime him. But if Mario did not beat this guy when he did, this motherfucker would have took over the world. I mean, this guy is an Avengers level threat. He had a lot of power, and he was only building power. He made Prince Mush go missing, and of course, only the plot armor was able to stop him. But this guy, absolute menace to society, villain, genuinely evil. He will slime you out, no hesitation, if you get in his way. He even plans to slime out the Great Gonzalez at one point in the game. This guy, I think it's safe to say he's a Vaughn level YN. You know, this guy is genuinely evil. Next up, Rockhawk, another guy, all talk, okay? This guy's all talk. Actually, no, I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move him up to Crashes Out every now and then, because this guy is actually a really tough, dominant champion in the Glitz Pit. He takes out all the top contenders, except he just can't get past the Great Gonzalez. But this guy really does talk a lot, and honestly, he kind of overrates himself. I feel like people kind of overrate him. He's a very overrated YN. I feel like most people put him in the major Crash Out tier or something like that. This guy's a little bit overrated, okay? That doesn't mean he's not a tough out, but he is one of the easier boss battles in the entire game, if I am being completely honest with you. I have not replayed the Glitz Pit for the second time. He might be tougher the second time. I don't know, but I just know that the first time I did it, this guy, while he was tough, you know, he took a lot of power smashes. He's heavily overrated. I'm not gonna put him in the all talk tier because he actually is a dominant champion at the Glitz Pit. You know, we see him destroying a bunch of contenders, but I just think that people overrate him a little bit. Next up, we got Koops. I can't put him any higher than Not a Threat to O-Block, man. You know, Koops, he's just that shy type of, oh, well, you know, I hope I don't do anything wrong. Oh, well, Mario, I don't want to get in your way type of guy. You know what I mean? He's super chill. Everyone likes him. I mean, like, there's nothing not to like about Koops. He's a super chill guy, but at the end of the day, he's kind of soy, man. He's just kind of soy, and it holds him back, you know? He's shy. He's hesitant. His combat gets overshadowed late game by the other partners. Like, he would be higher. It's just mostly his attitude, you know? He's just too chill to be, like, such a crazy YN. You know? He won't really crash out on you. He's not gonna impose your... He's not gonna impose his will on you. He's not gonna get in your face and be like, what the fuck, man, huh? You want a problem? No. This guy's the type of guy to be like, listen, man, we're all friends here. Okay? Koops is the... Listen, guys, we need to listen to Coach type of dude, okay? He wants no problems. He wants to diffuse any possible confrontation. And while it is likable, it just doesn't put him very high up on the YN tier list. Next up, we got Bobbery. Bro, this guy has this guy has its moments. Actually, I want to put him higher than Rockhawk. This guy has its moments. While he is a grizzled vet, he probably would have been a little bit higher in his prime. This guy is a crash out, okay? You do not want to get on his bad side, okay? He will blow you the fuck up. And what makes him tougher than any of these guys down here? Like, I feel like I should make a new tier for him because he's kind of like in between a little devious and crashes out every now and then, but I feel like I'll just put him here. Bro, when he explodes, he doesn't die. And his explosions do a lot of damage. And also, he is a grizzled old man, you know? He's still salty about what happened to his wife, and it's understandable. He is a grizzled old vet.
he's a crafty vet, man. He's got a big ugly explosion. He's got some tricks up his sleeve for sure. You do not want to get on this guy's bad side, man. You know, he will crash out on you. Usually he's a chill enough guy, I suppose. You know, he's a pretty nice old man, but when you get on his bad side, he will crash out on you. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go with Beldam next. I'm going between Vulnerable YN and Major Crash Out. I'm gonna put her right above Cortez. Beldam is a crash out. Okay? Beldam genuinely not an ounce of soul in this old bitch, okay? There's not an ounce of empathy, compassion, no. She is just all fucking nasty, okay? She loves to punish people, especially Vivian. She loves punishment. And like even Dupless, she kind of bitches Dupless late game. Like she imposes her will on Dupless. She bitches him. That's why I couldn't put him in the Major Crash Out tier. She bitches this guy late game. Like, in the ending sequence. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the ending. I'm like midway through chapter 8 right now. But I know in the triple boss fight, he's constantly like, I'm sorry, Beldam. I'll try and be a good boy. And she's like, I'm gonna punish you if you act up again. You hear me? Like, bro, Beldam is really good at just intimidating people. And she is a Major Crash Out. Like, she will slime you. She literally chases you down from, like, she chases you down the entire game. She's literally chasing Mario down the entire game. Well, I can't put her Vaughn level YN because she actually isn't very hard to beat. She is a Crash Out, okay? She is a YN. Should I move her down? Just because, like, she's not that hard to beat? No. She is evil, okay? How evil she is actually really helping her on this tier list. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Beldam. Very just nasty old witch, pretty much. And she is evil. If Mario didn't have plot armor, he'd probably be in some big trouble. Next up, I'm gonna put Baby Yoshi on the a little devious tier. I feel like he perfectly fits in this character. Bro, Baby Yoshi is a devious little bastard, you know? What he lacks in size, he makes up for in skill, okay? He can't just jump you, but this guy is a tricky little customer, man. You know, he will stomp on your head a couple times. He will run up and pickpocket you for sure. You definitely won't notice. This guy is a devious little bastard. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. He has got a deep tool bag of just tomfoolery. Like this guy is the perfect... It's just the perfect demonstration of just tomfoolery. Like, this guy's whole thing is tomfoolery. That is what puts him this high up on the list. Like, bro, honestly, Baby Yoshi is an underrated YN. Like, people don't really give him the credit he deserves. Like, he's kind of a menace, dude. He's a little freaking devious, man. Baby Yoshi is a YN. Like, from the start, he's running away from the hot dog stand guy. He's a YN, bro. He is a young nobody. He is by himself. Right? He's just trying to make it out of the trenches, okay? Baby Yoshi is a devious YN. I feel like a little devious fits him pretty well. Alright. Last but not least, we got Vivian. Bro, if I'm being honest, Vivian is an underrated YN, okay? Now, let me explain myself. You might be like, whoa, dude, Vivian's cute patootie, man. Vivian's a joke. But everyone thinks that Vivian is just some pussy. Like, beginning of the game, she's all goody two-shoes and shit, you know, she's crying over a fucking necklace, you know, Beldam is bitching her around, you know what I mean, she's got no confidence in herself, but late game, bro, Vivian starts to YNify herself a little bit, man, she starts to turn into a little bit of a YN, bro, like, you think she's cute and shit, you think she's a joke, and next thing you know, you're getting cracked with a nasty straight left down the pipe. Okay, Vivian does this little thing where whenever a confrontation happens, she gets like this Mike Tyson peekaboo boxing stance, okay? Dude, Vivian is an underrated YN. She's got some hands, very good in combat, arguably the best in combat in the entire game. Like, I feel like people, you know what, actually, I'm gonna put her above Bobbery. I feel like Vivian is the most underrated YN in the game. People just look at her like a complete joke. Like she's just an absolute pussy, absolute goody two-shoes. But bro, at the end of the game, when she has that like little one-liner, sis,
Now it's time to punish you. You cannot tell me that that is not peak YN material, okay? That is a Crash Out at its finest, and she gets into that boxing dance, and then she kicks her sister's ass, okay? That is YN material. I would say, beginning of the game, Vivian, cutie patootie, but, bro, she low-key, like, dude, like, when she starts to gain confidence in herself, she starts to become a bit of a YN, man. She crashes out from every now and then. Yeah, she does crash out. She beats Beldam's ass at the end of the game. So, yeah, I do think that Vivian's, like, overall super nice attitude throughout the entire game, you know, like, super nice, compassionate, and, like, cute attitude throughout pretty much the entire game does hold her back from being from being any higher than Crash Out every now and then. But Vivian definitely has her moments. She has her moments of YN. Most of the time, she's overly nice, you know, very kind, very compassionate. But bro, but like, bro, when she crashes out, she's a YN, man. She's got some hands. She's probably the most useful in combat. And yeah, definitely the most, because like, if you search up a picture of Vivian on the web, you're just gonna see some weird Goonerbait fan art or like some weird shit. Everyone views her as a joke, but man, she's low key. She's got some hands, man. She's got some hands. I feel like that people underrate her a lot. Okay? So that is my official Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door YNs tier list. I might remake this when I finish the game, but for now I think this is good. It's a really stupid idea. You know, you can tell that I'm kind of bored with my fucking life right now since I'm making a Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door YN tier list. I mean, no one has ever thought of this ever. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree with any of my rankings, I would like to hear why. Until next time.